Yo, 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 yo. It shouldn't be this hard, but if it was easy, we wouldn't appreciate it. I'd be sitting here and I'd be like, man, the stuff I gotta go through on a day-to-day basis just to be like, stuff is done, and I don't get it, you know. Something, as I say, I don't get it, I actually do get it. I actually see what's going on. So, life ain't. I can't go with the life ain't fair mentality. Life is what you make it. So if you make it fair, it's fair. If you make it low, it's low. If you exceed, you exceed. But I just be sitting there like the struggles I gotta go through to get my child to and from basketball. I just get lost in the moments of this is what I gotta do to get her to and from basketball. Oh gosh, I live, breathe, eat, therapeutically rejuvenate myself through basketball. And I try to separate basketball and my child, but it's almost impossible because that's who I am. And my child actually enjoys it, but I try not to overdo it with her. But I come to realize that's how I make a living. And I'm not going to say that's how I make a financial living, but that's how, I live. I live through basketball. So sometimes when it's trying to balance everything else around my life, it gets hard because, I'm not going to say I'll stop for basketball, but I'll say I will continue what I'm doing for basketball. And sometimes, when you got a kid, your kid can enjoy all those moments, but I come to realize, the co-parenting in basketball is just like, it make you want to quit doing one of them. But my mentality is, how can I balance all things possible? And then sometimes I have those moments, and I'm low-key having one of those moments today where I'm like, okay, say you're getting Zoe on a certain day, and for me, I don't want to take Zoe from you on that day, but I will say, initially I planned on having Zoe that day, and I feel like I could have communicated that in the moment, but I will say this, I didn't think I had to communicate it because based on my schedule, I was like, I'm going to have Zoe that day because I didn't think her mom was off on Memorial Day. But her mom's off on Memorial Day, and she's like, well, I'm keeping Zoe. We're going to do stuff. I'm like, what are y'all going to do? I don't know yet. And I'm like, throw me off a little bit because she has basketball on Friday, every Friday, and you decide to take her on Friday, and it's like, all right, she missed basketball. But what did you replace it with? And that's me being, a little judgmental, a little my time important, your time not important. So I try to take a step back and I'm like, But it's still like, what are you doing? And as I talk to you and as things go by, it's like you're not really doing anything that I feel like whatever. But when I say, hey, we all can hang out, it turns into you have something to do now. And who am I to judge somebody? But I keep putting myself in these situations where it's like, I'm judging. And judging is not healthy for me because when I'm judging you, I'm low-key trying to figure out how I can help you. Who can I blame for that? Michael. So, I think it's just maybe time just to distance myself. But that distance comes like the basketball. If I distance myself, it affects the basketball. Which, I use basketball as an example. It's going to be something. You feel me? And I don't want it to be one thing. So I don't want that one thing to be me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be me. You know, I want it to be something. But I can't sit there and say I want it to be me. Because I want to separate me and whatever you like. And I just can't keep it consistent with other things. Because basketball is convenient for me. But I will go out my way for other things. Like, I was going to put her in tennis lessons, which I'm still planning on doing. But I'm not going to do tennis until, like, we get a little stable with the basketball. Because we got a lot of basketball going on right now. And that's going to change soon. You know, I kind of see what's going on with this AAU basketball little thing that's going on. I kind of got caught in the middle, and I just feel like by getting caught in the middle, you miss out on some things. So I just gotta fall back a little bit with that, cause I low-key see what's going on. So when you see what's going on, you gotta act accordingly. You know, you can't take care of anybody but yourself. We shall see. So we're gonna see how all this goes. Tomorrow, she's going to this really high elite group, and with this elite group, it's called Ball Hard, and Ball Hard is like a really good training facility. So I want her to get a little intense training. And hopefully she can learn something from the training that'll help her moving forward as we get started on our summer journey. Because to me, it's going to be super important to have these tools. And when you have these tools, you'll be able to have a better start. Because I was watching today and I realized, you know, what a lot of people miss out on. That's the one thing that I really focus on, being aggressive and attention to detail and just seeing what's going on. Because my other client, Zoe, she had a game today and I was watching her play and I was like, Zoe, you're not attacking the basket. And two, you're being predictable. You know, there's a time to be predictable. There's a time to flow with this stuff. And you learn by trying, and when you're trying, you're more prepared to deal with more situations. When you're just there, going through the routine, going through the motion, you're not really doing anything, you know, because I judge, like, for example, if it's my school team, we're trying to win because it's all about the team. But when you're in a rec league or a club team, I'm not going to say it's about getting yours, but it's really about getting yours. But this is the cool part. What is yours? And that's what you need to determine. You know, you need to learn to internally challenge yourself. And when you're not internally challenging yourself, you get into these situations where it's like, what are we doing? If you don't know what we're doing, we ain't really doing much. If you going to put yourself in a situation where you don't know what you're doing, that's not good. You should always know what you're doing. You know, it comes with game intellect and game mentality about you. It's not about the game, it's about you. You are the game. You're not playing in the game, you are the game. And that's super, super critical. And I feel like that's what I specialize in, you know. I first of all, I'm grown. And me being grown has allowed me to really be influenced and also allow me to put myself in situations where I can translate things a little faster. Because when I'm looking at something, I'm looking at different outcomes. But just like life begins and ends, but we go through different things. So I like to focus on the beginning and the end. And based off the beginning and the end, it helps prepare you on your journey because you have a goal, you're doing something. And that's what I be going through with Zoe, you know. At the end of the day, long as she playing, I'm happy. But what I'm noticing is she don't belong anywhere. She does not belong anywhere because she's done a lot of moving. But what I want for her, I've almost been unable to get, you know. I just want her to learn how to play team ball. And the fact we never get to play on a team, it makes it so challenging to work on team ball. Like, she'll know how to run an offense, she'll know how to do this, she'll know how to do that. But she don't get those opportunities. So I think I take it on as a parent to help her get those opportunities. Because I thought we had those opportunities. And, you know, after we had those opportunities, I thought we were good. But now I'm noticing it's like, we not. And then, you know, I was told something. And, you know, I don't know about me. I see through stuff. I really see through stuff. And I see through people, what they're doing. But a lot of times what they're doing, I ain't gonna say it don't involve me, but low key, you know, I stay out of people, you know, I let people do what they do. And I stay out of people's way. And that's one of my big things. But, you know, nobody owes me anything. Low key. Nobody owes me anything. So, based on having that mentality, I'm like, you know, we good. No hard feelings. Ever. I let people do their thing. And, you know, I respect people for what they do. You know, but I'm definitely not going to blame someone for doing what's in their best interest. Because I feel like that's what most people need to do. But what makes stuff genuine is like, why are we doing this? And then we get into these situations where we're doing it. And I'm like, wow, why are we doing it? And then you can find yourself a little disturbed and a little underwhelmed. That did it. I think that actually hit me harder than I thought until I started talking. You know. But in this game of success, you gotta be patient. And I'm not patient. Alright. Peace out, holla.